going to touch many things in this program. As you can see, most people are online backing against what is going on. Some are shouting, shouting, claiming what they are not, trying to act serious when they are not, trying to, sometimes pretend that they are with you, but they are not with you. They are not with you. Yes, so most of them claim they love you, and the reason why they claim they love you is simply because they want you to think the way they think. But like whenever your enemy begin to praise you, all you need to understand is that that praise is to lure you to something very very bad, very very disastrous. So we are going to pay attention to some of these bargain dogs and social media, and we are not going to waste much time. So let's go there. So, guys, like I said, good morning to you, Armstrong. Happy Sunday to you. Nice to have you in this broadcast. You are the first commentator. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, my brother. Happy Sunday to you. I hope everything is all right with you. So, guys, let's go straight to the program. I'm just trying to get it ready before we move forward, but I think we are good to go. I think we are good to go. I believe that. So, like I said, most of the times we Ronnie didn't get that. Yes, so yes, so I just want to share it with us because, like I said, when your enemy begin to praise you, then you need to be very careful. Very, very careful. Whether you forget about social media or maybe Biafran agitator, agitation, anything as such in life, when you know that this person don't like you, all of a sudden start praising you. There's this adage from Igbo people that says onye pụta ụlọ afọ na ọkụkọ chụwa ya ọsọ gbawakwa because ịma ahụ mba wee puo eze. So here is the one of the posts that this man made here, and you can see always bragging about his ancestral home, always talking about where he come from and all that. Here he said, "Dear Obi Dati, thank you for your feedback. I appreciate that those you call Biafrans and whom I call my fellow beloved Nigerians, beloved, the reign of mockery, call me people of Biafrans beloved, okay, from the southeast are great at almost everything. Really? I thought they are weak, they are distraction, they are evil, they are haters. So just pay attention. I admire their powers and tenacity, as well as the extraordinary beauty of their women. Oh, he's even eyeing Igbo women, Biafran women. Okay. Nevertheless, you are factually incorrect in your assumption. In your assertion, okay, in your assertion, the first people from the geographical location now known as Nigeria to ever travel abroad were my people, the Ishekiris. For some of us that believe that this man is a Yoruba man, he's not a Yoruba man. He is from Ishekiri. And Ishekiri is part of Biafra. But just like P2P, people that have different, political reasons or excuses or ambition, in the word of this guy, the one at the attachment seller, the one in South Africa, called what is his name? Ikenga. Okay, people that have this in ambition, political ambition. Oluwatuswati, I think that's what he said here. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly. My ancestor, I don't know. Okay, Olua Atuswati one, my ancestor, to whom I can trace my genealogy, graduated from university in Portugal in 1611. In 2019, I visited the university he attended. The first person from the geopolitical location now known as Nigeria to write a letter was also my ancestor, Olu Yanakipa, wrote to Pope Clement X, that's 10, in 1652. requesting additional Catholic Christians priests for the Iwere kingdom. That letter is preserved to date in the Vatican. My own grandfather, Olu Ikebua, too, was a graduate of Oxford University. Now, history is not always pleasant. So please read what I am about to write with some direction. The first time some people traveled out of their villages was when my ancestors traveled to their heartland to raid and sell them to the Portuguese. Okay, that is why my family was never known poverty for 500 years. I have in my possession physically and receipts of enslaved people that my ancestors sold. The receipt reflected to ethnicity of those we sold. You know, I don't want to talk much about slavery and the way people see it, and sometimes the way people believe that slavery should be, acknowledged. And sometimes I don't want to feel, I don't think it is wise for someone to come out publicly to be bragging how he sold one person to another. You know what I mean? Even though your ancestors engaged in such thing, and you are here using it as kind of the achievement of your, you should be ashamed of yourself. If I may say, if I may use the word, you should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, in 21st century, you are bragging about it. Okay. Then he said again, let me, where did I stop? Okay. Additionally, official census data from the United Kingdom shows that the largest Nigerian ethnicity in the United Kingdom are Lukumi Yorubas. Okay. I don't know what is this a community in Yoruba or whatever? I don't know. This is why the Metropolitan Police officially recruits Yoruba speaking constables and Yoruba science as well as Yoruba speak clerk are hired in London high school stores. Please fact check me. In terms of investment, for out of the top 5 international investors of Nigerian origin are Lukumi Yorubas, including Dr. Mike Adenoga Jr., Adebayo Ogunisi, Tope Awotuna, and Kasi Lawal. Why I conclude to celebrate the remarkable achievement of Nigerians from the Southeast, it is also essential to say within the board of facts so that we do not allow hubris and other acts of excessive pride to hamper our growth as a people. Finally, how can you promote Obidati ticket for 2027 and still refer to yourself as a Biafran? Are Obidati campaigning to govern Biafra or Nigeria? Thanks again, and may God bless you. This is this. Should I call him Bingo? You don't just make any comment and leave Igbo people alone. And let me say something. It is very obvious that Nigerians, whether you are Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, are lack of history. You see an Igbo man telling you about Igbo history, and the history will go this way, that Igbo man are this, are that, and that, and that. Okay. Then when Hausa man want to talk, they will start telling you about how their great-grandfather comes from Niger, conquer, and they were the kings and all that before the white man came. Then if you touch a Yoruba man will tell you that everybody tribe in Nigeria, worship them before. And they are they are the one that fly airplane and travel to the space before any other person. When you come, we ask a Bini man will tell you that Igbo people, there was nothing like Igbo people, that they are the one that own all the South region everywhere. So everybody have their own history. And due to his love with Yoruba people, he married a Yoruba woman. As an Ishikiri man, so he married a Yoruba woman. I don't know if the wife is the one, because of course, looking at the Renon, he looks like somebody that his wife will have a lot of influence on him, which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying that the woman should not have influence on their husband, but at least as a being, not even a husband, you have some element of self-preservation. You have element of reasoning on your own. I mean, ability to think and do something on your own without dragging other people, without even allowing somebody to be the one pressing your button before you reason. So sometimes we don't pay attention to what these people post, but I decided to read that check on him today, and I found out that he's there begging, talking like a dog, and we cannot just help him on that. He did not stop there. He has another reason, another write-up. This one is quite long. I hope we may go through it. Okay, I find it funny when Nigerian traders in Ghana complain about the almost insurmountable roadblock put in their way by the Ghanaian government and carried out for the Nigerian government, and cried out for Nigerian government's help for those instructions to be lifted. Restrictions to be lifted. Talking about what is trying to say here is that in Igbo people, businessmen and women in Ghana are facing a lot of challenges. They are facing a lot of challenges. So, guys, I forgot to beg of you to like the video. I can see that people are not even clicking on the like button. Only those that are, that are happy with my presence on social media have given me, and only 4 people. So, in case you have forgotten, giving the video a thumbs up is one of the best way you can help. Please like the video. Like the video. If I'm not mandating you, I'm begging you to like. Click on the like button. Is a way to help the channel, and is a way for other people to see the video as well. So please like the video. Thank you as you do so. So what he's trying to say here is what Biafrans are going through in Ghana. Many Biafrans are facing a lot of issues, and he's mocking them. Of course, I expect him to mock, because sometimes like I said yesterday, most of them that are attacking Igbo people, that hate Igbos, not to just Igbos, it's not as a black people. Some of us, when you see Yoruba farmers crying for help, that Fulani people are destroying their farms, you from the east, you will say, hey, you serve them well. It served them well, because they are laughing at you when that's not how to live. I don't support that. I don't celebrate anything wrong that happening to you because of the way you hate me. You understand me? Because I don't have power to bring bad luck to you. But it's for God to judge whatever you do. So for you to be on the safe side, always stand on something that is good. So maybe the way that during the Igbo market, Yoruba people are destroying Igbo market. I mean, when I say Yoruba, I'm talking about the government in Lagos. So when you see farmland of a Yoruba man being destroyed, don't celebrate it. Call it what it is. That is bad. It's bad. It's bad. Don't celebrate. You don't need to start celebrating it. Allow him to continue jubilating on whatever that is happening to you. Whether you celebrate or not, the more he's celebrating, the more he's wishing himself bad thing. It is not about whether you rejoice or not rejoice. Forget about those that are rejoicing when you are going through pains. That's what I'm trying to tell us here. Because when you see them talking about, their Igbo people they are bragging, they are too pride. It's not that you are too pride. It's just that they can't stand it. They can't stand that you are progressing. Your wealth, your effort, your achievement is the problem, not that you are bragging. But they don't know any other way to classify that your achievement. The easiest way to attack you is that you are too pompous. You are too lousy. You are very noisy. What is noisy actually is your success, not your voice. It's your success. So when you see that kind of thing, all you need to do is just keep on doing what you are doing, forget about them, and make sure you are protecting yourself in any way you can. What this man is saying here, I will still tell us why I'm reading all this nonsense post. This you don't need this post. That's just the fact. But there's a reason why I'm reading it out. We will learn something from it. Not that what he's saying is important. Don't hold it seriously. He's just he's a noise maker. Like I said, if you watch the video, I started by showing dog barking, voice of the dog barking with the way they use AI to. His mouth was moving just like the sound of the dog. The reason why I use that is to tell you that what he's saying is irrelevant. Not that I'm not trying to tell you that he's a dog, but I'm trying to tell you that what he's saying here, what you are hearing here, doesn't make any sense, and you shouldn't take it serious. But the reason why the reason why I'm playing it is that I want you to learn something from it, and you are getting there. He said the Republic of Ghana requests Nigerian traders to pay $1 billion deposit as a foreigner capital base. Okay, hundreds of shops belong to Nigerian traders, mainly from the southeast of Nigeria. Were shut when they could not meet this heavy burden. In addition to other special taxes levies by the Ghanaian government on only foreigners. Why it is funny? Because Nigerians are foreigners in Ghana. Now, many of those traders are in support of the indigenous people of Biafra's secessionist agitation. Be forward thinking before you jump on something worse. Consequences you do not know. Do you see what you are facing in Ghana? Question mark. That is what you will face in Nigeria if Biafran break away from the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You will automatically be a foreigner. There will be a border. The Nigerian tax rules will be against you. You will be unable to register businesses with the Corporate Affairs Commission in Nigeria, except you give a majority stakes in your company to a Nigerian or a group of Nigerians. You will be subjected to expatriate quotes. So you will be unable to use a night bus to bring your brother from your village to serve you in Lagos, trying to body shade Igbo people that this is what they do. Just understand the intention of the write-up. Okay, you bring your brother to serve you in Lagos, Kano, Ibadan, Sokoto, and other Nigerian commercial naval centers. Trying to, you understand what he's saying? That you don't have commercial places in your location, that you're actually looking for a greener pasture, even while you're in Nigeria. That's what they're telling you here. Then he now turn around as if you are benefiting from that Nigerian land, that you should not lose this benefit now. But he's here trying to make it look like everything about your businesses now is going well because Nigerian gave you that opportunity. So you should be happy and don't think of breaking away or asking for freedom. He went further, he said, whenever monies you make in Nigeria will not be, whatever monies you make in Nigeria will not be transferable to Republic of Biafra unless you go through CBN and pay physical rates and other tasks meant to discourage capital flight. Do you see how gullible and English? You speak good English does not mean that you have sense. I am a graduate of Ibadan. I'm a graduate of UNN, UNIZIK, name it. All these nonsense universities that they are bragging about could not. It doesn't add any value, any wisdom whatsoever at all. You forgot that the people that you are trying to lecture are not only aware of what you are saying, they are practicalizing it since they were from get-go. Something that Reno Moga have not done in his entire life. Reno Moga have not imported any goods. As a Nigerian, as a learned man that we are talking about, what do you know about import duties? You don't know anything. You only read it in books. Practicalizing it and see how it works in Nigeria, you don't know. Those traders we are insulting, this is what they're doing on a daily basis. And they're dealing with many countries with different policies. China, Italy, Germany, France, Spain, UK, US, name it. Ghana, South Africa, Nigeria, Thailand, Indonesia. Who are those importing those products? You are talking about Igbos. That is not the fact. If you have a shop as an Ishikiri there, you say you are. You cannot be successful without the presence of Igbo man in that your business. That's just a fact. You are good in researching, isn't it? You can't do this for research. Mention one man from your, because I don't want to deliberate on what you claim that you're from community is you are the first person that you're in your community, the first person that wrote letter to anybody come from your village. What is your statistics? How did you know? Who told you that? Were you in other people's village? Are you there to know how those people live their life, if they were able to write or not? What is your, I mean, how did you even conclude that the only person that have done this is from a village? When you don't have any database system, you don't have any records, not even this day. Nigerian cannot be the church and say that today we have a best scientist that Nigerian, examined on their own, conclude that this person is naturally gifted. That's how it's not. You can only just meet somebody random. Maybe you meet somebody randomly. You pick that person and say, "Oh, this guy is very talented. He's the best in Nigeria." You have not gone to other people's villages on town to know what they are doing in that side. Why we always tell you that Igbos are topping you in terms of technology and investment, manufacturing something, is because we have gone beyond our own location. We are not bringing it to your own doorstep. You can see it. So you are here talking about Igbo people, they travel from this place to another place and not. You actually reminding us the reason why you should agitate more. Because sneaking in your own word, because that's what I'm saying, you have to use night bus to bring your brothers and sisters, meaning that if you bring them in daytime, is a taboo in the same country. That's what I'm trying to portray here. You have mentioned Lagos, Kano, Ibadan, Sokoto, and other places in Nigeria. In your own word, you say commercial naval centers. These people you mentioned, these places that you called, those towns, none of them belong to Igbos. And you are putting it just to remind them their pains. Now, you said the transaction must go through CBN. Today, in Nigeria, Nigeria made them a lot of money from traders, from importing goods, from businessmen and women in Nigeria. And 95% of them are Igbos. So, are you saying that Nigerians have relaxed, their taxation and their burden on Igbo people? That's is no. To import any goods today in Nigeria, you have to go through hell, through challenges. And who made it so? Like, even to the extent they have mounted a lot of policies to discourage Igbo people, Igbo business traders, Igbo traders, to the extent that even for you to open a seaport, do you think you think that we don't know that it's a deliberate act? They deliberately refuse to open a seaport in our region, and you are here mocking Igbo people that they don't have water. you forgot the number of, because maybe you don't know those things because you are not a business, you don't know anything. You only sit in your comfort zone and think you can make sense to you. They are not learned. After all, what they know is buying and selling. Then you forgot that we are aware of how many customs that you people mount from Shagamu, Lagos State to Benin, Tore. We are aware of this of the roadblock, as if that one is not enough. From Abo to Onitsha, from Onitsha to Enugu, Enugu to Owerri, Owerri to Ebonyi, Abia, Port Harcourt, those areas is being flooded with checkpoints. The reason is because you guys are saying, these Igbo people are making a whole lot of money. So how can we make money? Okay, we are putting import duties. You are increasing it. You increase it, they pay. Okay, it seems like these people are saying important or something. Even we self that is in custom, the money is not enough. Police people will say, of course, what about our own? Okay, let's use a roadblock. They started using roadblock. Army people say, okay, so that means we are left alone now. We will be having our own roadblock. They put their own roadblock. You will see all those security officers both army, police, custom, and whatever. All of them on the road. Then, when highway robbers come, the whole road will be empty totally, just because the information you see them talking on radio this what they call it, radio system, for communication, calling another checkpoint, not barrack or not police station. No, they are communicating with their colleagues on the way after escorting money from this driver. While the driver maybe after 200 kilometers away, another checkpoint, escort money. And this one will be, okay, how much did you collect? He gave us this one, don't have change. You people should look for change. Keep change. This one, you just, if he give you 5,000, collect them. This one, we don't take before you know it. If you are sending down, if you are bringing maybe goods or let's say electronics, maybe TV set, a fan, electric iron and all that, electric kettle and all that. If you are bringing that from Lagos to East, maybe the good, let's say that the good was 500k or 1.5. You have to spend up to 200 or 300 just to bring it down to East after importing it from abroad. So that is why if you buy a TV in Lagos, single TV, a single, just one pair, if you can get it 120k in Lagos, prepare 170 or 180 in East, because traders will add the money they lost while bringing it to the East in the same country. In the same country, and you are here talking about how what you lose. He said you will need ports to import your goods. You will need customers to buy those goods. Your ports are all outside your Biafra. At least 150 million of your customers are outside Biafra. If you break away, where will you import through? Cameroon? Question mark. See what Cameroon is doing to the Anglophone Ambazonia. I don't know what the mean by Anglophone Ambazonia. Ambazonians are flocking to Nigeria for safety, and you think you can go through? Who will you sell to? Your fellow traders, and when immigration and economic roadblock are placed in your way by Nigerian authorities, like you are experiencing in Ghana, what will you do? Since you will no longer be citizens, think this thing through. Take in the whole picture. Okay, take in the whole picture. Not what I mean. Take in the whole picture. Look down to the road. Do not be so impulsive. Think, then act. Do not act, then think. Even Colonel Emeka Ojukwu himself was buried with full Nigerian military colors under President Jonathan. This guy is a fool. Because why in Ghana he had time to think. He renounced Biafra and pledged loyalty to Nigeria, following which he was granted a presidential pardon by President Shehu Shagari on Tuesday, May 18, 1982, upon which he returned to Nigeria a month later on Friday, June 18, 1982, and went straight to State House, Rehabdu Road, Ikoyi, Lagos, to swear allegiance to Nigeria. Even the one in Europe, misminding much of I think he's talking to PM, misminding much of the confusion in Nigeria. How was he able to get to Europe? He got there by virtue of being a Nigerian athletic, representing Nigeria, which gave him the leverage that eventually took him to Europe. In the light of these facts, you may want to rethink your strategy, Rain or Mockery. Then Gosper Deeper said thinker. I think he just quoted somebody, and I don't need to bring that one. But only thing I want to tell this guy here is this. First of all, Ojukwu You are talking about fought like a man, of which in your own generation, in your entire race, after even though you have told us that your family is known for selling slaves, right? And you said some of you still have the receipt of a number of slaves that you sold. Your father have it. And you still have this kind of mentality of selling slaves in you. That's what you're trying to do. You want to set Igbo's conscience away from them. Because we are known for selling slaves. And to you, Igbos are slaves to Shikrima. Okay, Ojukwu you are talking about. Not even his, whether before he fought the war and after the war. In your entire bloodline, you cannot have anybody to measure, not even to discuss in class with Ojukwu. Because your own history now, you have told us that your own history is that you were good in selling slaves, and you still maintain the receipt to prove that you sold slaves. That's your achievement. Then you went further by telling us that your father is the first, your great grandfather. They are the first people that write letter. They know how to. He wrote letter to Vatican. Then I think in 16 something. And you made mention that you are the first person to travel from your place there to travel abroad, to go to abroad, travel abroad, maybe, I don't know, as a missionary, maybe they bring, so to travel abroad, the only people travel abroad from Nigeria comes from your family, from your community. So going to abroad is another achievement from your location. Then talking about PM, we said that he's finding himself in Europe because he's a Nigerian, he was representing Nigeria and all that. PM have not told us how he traveled. So many people travel abroad and said to have opportunity to showcase his or her talent. It's not everybody that is representing Nigerian abroad today that travel through Nigerian Ministry of Sports. Some find themselves already in abroad, and then they now see opportunity to showcase their talent. Then when they are doing well, they may choose to support Nigeria. They may choose, okay, let me know. Like somebody like Osazo Odewinge. If Osazo Odewinge, his mother is I think a Russian. Then he did not travel abroad because of football. Not Nigeria, but he later decided to represent the national team of Nigeria. It's his choice. So not everybody. So you have to wait until PM will confirm to you that he traveled abroad by representing Nigeria, that he don't have any opportunity. But I am sure that despite your own history, what you are claiming that you are, PM's family is more richer than your lineage. Because little that he told us about his family, we can tell you that his family he came from a royal family. You cannot just tell me that someone that's from a royal family is begging for food. So going to abroad, traveling abroad is not something that you should be using to brag. But I don't know how you see it, but for your father to have this a graduate of Oxford and your great grandfather, all of you, you said you don't know anything about poverty. You don't know anything about poverty, but the shoe that we saw that you are wearing a few months ago does not show that you are rich. I'm just saying, you cannot just come out to brag that you don't know anything in poverty, and you and Elon Musk are dragging shoulder because you are so rich, but you are a content creator. A content creator, after swimming in your great grandfather riches all these years, now you are creating content just like us. We are not rich. You say you are rich. So what is the difference between you and us? We are creating content and you are creating content. So what is the difference? And I cannot put my foot on any shoe that looks like your own. The shoe that we saw you few months ago is the only last time I saw that kind of shoe was in I think all those shoe which you claim that is from Aba. So talking about your country, the country that you are talking about that is so good and all that, we We have people that is they are manufacturing something from Aba. So if Nigerian means good, like you are talking about, what do you think Nigeria should have done to make sure that Aba, talent in Aba, people that are manufacturing a lot of things there, Nigerian as a government refused to contribute anything because it's Igbo people. You said that I'm just trying to talk about your lies because you said that people should think of what they're going through in Ghana in hand of Ghanaian government to compare what they will go in hand of Nigeria. You also forgot that when Biafra come, Biafra is not the organization, it's not a pressure group, it's a country, and every country have their policy. So for you to see how dumb you are, you forgot that as a country, if Nigeria give policy against Biafrans, there's a policy that will go against Nigeria too. You don't remember that. You don't know that Biafra can also form an alliance to Nigeria. You think Nigeria don't have enemy? A lot of enemies. A lot of enemies. Nigeria can form Biafra can form an alliance with Nigerian enemy. Because Nigeria and Biafra will be sharing borders. Do you know what it means that your international enemy have military base, in your neighboring country? That is what America is doing to North Korea by forming military base in South Korea. America is very far, but because they are not in good time with North Korea, they decided to form military. They decided to go in peace talk, friendship, alliance with South Korea, just against North Korea. That's how it works. That's how it works. You don't just. We know what you are talking about. You are a dummy that want to lecture people that know better than you. It doesn't work that way. So what Ghanaian government are doing to traders today is because of they know Nigeria is not their country. They know if Nigeria is working, Ghana will be afraid of the policy they will be dishing out against Nigerian citizens. But they know that Nigerian, after all, they don't care. They know the segregation. They are aware of people that are trading in their region. Once Biafra comes, Ghana as a government, we have embassy in Biafra. Automatically, the policy will change because government versus government will be discussing. Not today, every country will go against Nigerian in their country because embassy is just like what people are doing, looting and looting and looting, nothing serious. But when Biafra comes, all those policies that you are talking about will not be there. In fact, they are suffering now in Ghana because of the presence of Nigeria. That's just a fact. Because Nigeria is not built to do anything meaningful to anybody, even to you. You are saying like this because you are from Ishekiri. You know that you're married to a Yoruba woman, and you cannot drag Ishekiri to Yoruba. You know that your wife, maybe, I'm not saying that I know her, maybe she's a hater of Igbos. That's why she's fronting you to say, well, I'm just saying, maybe she's not, but whatever it may be, your agenda is to attack Igbo people. Not for one Nigeria, because you also know that you cannot wake up tomorrow and start shouting, oh, give Shekiri independence as a country. You know that it's not going to work. That you have to belong to someone. It's either that you join Yoruba or you join Biafra. You have these two choices. And you cannot be the one to decide for Shekiri because you married Yoruba. No, they have to go through referendum. So all this your Biafra, you may end up as a Biafra. You may end up as a Biafra. You are not the only Biafran that married to Yoruba people. Many Yorubas are very in good time with Biafrans. So you cannot, because you marry a Yoruba person, you want to bring war between Yoruba and Biafra. You're a failure. It's not work. You're not going to work because Biafrans and Yorubas are not having any issue, and that is they will not start having issue because of you. We have another person also from Niger Delta as well, still yapping nonsense. I told us why most of them are attacking and saying all those things is simply because they notice that you have what they don't have, and this Biafran, it seems like the thing they get head, so as if they get head, so then themselves go do some gara to make sure say the thing no mature, but they are not God. They don't have the rights. They don't have what it takes to stop it. Another person called Malcolm or Mirohobo. I think from Urobo man. He's a lawyer. Let me show you the picture. This is the man I'm talking about. This lawyer. He's a barrister. Some of you know him. Okay, let me here. Yeah, you know this man, right? The post that he made is what we are going to go through now. Look at it. So he has something to say as well. And he said, I see your post as a mere blackmail. All that you have said, even though there are somewhat true, is not enough to hold down the destiny of any indigenous, industrious, and determined people like the Igbos. Let me see, because I don't know if this post is it the right one, because this one here, it seems like you want to say something positive. No. Okay, let me go through it. Because why I'm bringing this one, it seems like he's talking to somehow PM, but we are getting there. He went further by saying, I used to make the same argument like you until I realized that 80% of the money the Igbo invest in Nigeria are gotten from abroad, not Nigeria. You see, Bob, this man is throw bomb. I did not go through this. I just read the damn part of it, and okay, he said he used to sound like this person. To be honest with you, I don't know who he's referring to, because I was expecting that he will target this post to anybody. He did not target to anybody. He just put his picture and he wrote this thing that we are reading now. But let us finish it. I used to make the same argument like you until I realized that 80% of the money the Igbos invest in Nigeria are gotten from abroad, not Nigeria. Let me bust your bubbles. What if it is the other way road, that it is the other component part of Nigeria that we have to travel to southeast for greener pasture and to do business? In case you don't know, Nigeria as currently constituted is an empty shell. It is grossly mismanaged, and all the multinational companies are gone, which Aisha Yusuf was crying about yesterday in the interview. The only investors we have in Nigeria today, apart from criminals elements from Asia, Europe, and America, who after our solid minerals resources, that is talking about China and all that, are the Igbos. That apart from China investment, Asia, and some element, all those white people claiming that they want to put money, like the one that we saw Israeli foreign ministers are claiming that they're going to build innovative center and all that. That apart from those criminal elements coming to Nigeria, bringing investment in order to pull money out, which most of Nigerians don't know the tactics is this. Why Tinubu was traveling from place to place to calling investors is this. The only way they loot money without EFCC tracing it properly is through these foreign investors. They will tell you they're bringing money, and by so doing, they open an account. Money will be flowing in and flowing out in that account. That is how they loot money. It is between the current government and the investors. This is how they make money. Those foreigners, those white people that you see today, Swedish investors are in Nigeria discussing business. Israelis, all those things are a way of looting money. We have been seeing foreign investors in Nigeria. Mention one tangible company that you know today that's been owned by, that employ millions of people in Nigeria. None. In other parts of the world, this train station, underground train, and whatever train station, this modern train transportation system that you see in China and other, how the way they build it is this. Countries will go to those developing countries and say, okay, don't need to bring your money. Nigerian government don't need to spend a dime. Just call Chinese people, for example. Tell them that they want to build train stations that will start from, don't want to say no, because they will say Igbo man is talking. From, they used to Kano, right? From Kano to to Calabar train station. You understand? They will build it without Nigeria spending a dime. They will spend all that money. That's investment. They will spend all that money, but the agreement will be this: that every money generating from that train station, from that time until next 20 or 30 years, will be going to China, not to go Nigeria. Then after that, they will hands off. But another agreement is that every worker in that train station, all of them will be Nigerians. China must employ Nigerians to work there. They will be paying Nigerians salary, but money they make from that transition will go to the people that they invested, which is China government. But after 30 years, both train station and everything will be handed over back to Nigeria. By that time, by that year's interval, the company that invest this money to build this project, not only that they will make their money, but they have trained your people on how to maintain train, how to drive train, how to work and recruit people working as a train station company. That is how other countries build their own. That is why you see some countries, you ask yourself that this country have just minor invest, they don't have mineral resources. The only way they develop themselves is this way. That's one of the way. If you don't have money, like some of them saying, Biafran is this, who will give you this? Biafran will build whatever they want to build at the space of just 5 to 10 years. Because companies will come in, and this will be the agreement. If natural resources is not enough to build it, that's how other countries do. After 20, 30 years, you will be the one to control the investment by putting policy, maintaining the same format they have used, those foreigners used running that business. Make sure you maintain it without corrupting it. Once you fail on that, then the investment will be destroyed. For you to make sure that you maintain it when they are working after building it, as they're operating and making their money. Pay attention on how they're running the business. That is why the people that will recruit will be dedicated to carry it on after they finish their contract. Even some people build airports like that. You don't have to wait until you sell oil to make money. That all this nonsense they're talking about. The reason why they're not doing it in Nigeria today, because once they do that, there's no other what president are they going to be signing in the National Assembly. So the best thing is to build fake road, so that within 4 years you'll be able to sign another bill without questioning the predecessors, those who claim they have built it with billions. That one is don't. Let's not go back. Let's further. After all, the boy is still there now to make more money. Why are you wasting? Allow me to enjoy myself. I also do the same thing. Cover me, I cover you. Now let's go back to what this man is saying here. The only investors we have in Nigeria today, apart from criminal elements from Asia, Europe, and America, who after our solid minerals resources, are the Igbos. While other Nigerians invest their monies stolen from Nigerian abroad, the Igbos invest their hard-earned monies from abroad in Nigeria. Let us be grateful to our indigenous investors and encourage them as our brother, so that we can build a greater Nigerian together, not blackmail them. Okay, that's what he said. But this is a surprise one. I think let me look for the one that actually made me to bring him. Okay, now I got it. Now I think I have it. Okay, let's go. This one is one that got me. That is why I the one that made me to bring the man in this broadcast is this. He said, Simon Ekpa is nothing but a coward and an evil man who can hide. How can he be in far away New Finland, safe from the way of harm, and making such daring statement to the Nigerian army on the murder of Nigerian soldiers in Aba? This man is a coward, evil and complete mad man. this one paint this man well. I don't know what PM said that it got him so bad. He said he should not be taken serious unless he returned to Nigeria with his family to practice what he preached. Okay, the reason why this last one is why I decided to bring him at all. He said to come back to Nigeria and practice what you preach. Now let's talk about what he's a lawyer. And as a lawyer, he have not told us why he's not practicing what he's preaching, because we have seen many repentant Boko Haram being pardoned, being trained, being recruited back in Nigerian system. I mean Nigerian army. So as a lawyer, are you practicing what you are preaching? Are you doing your duty? Because you should be the one, you know, asking for justice for the people that Boko Haram fired while doing their jihadist agenda. You should be the one, as a lawyer, talking about it. But we don't see you doing anything. You are now talking about PM should come back. And why is it that many of these people are eager to question PM to come back, come back, come back? I don't know. Do you really think that it is easy? Remember the mass number that you guys kidnapped. I can still remember the level of celebration by some of them, saying that he will buy, because the agenda that they believe, some of them believe that truly that they are going to buy mass number can. But now it is very obvious that you cannot. You don't have what it takes anymore to buy him. If you do, you know already. Even holding him, you know how it is now. So you know how difficult it is to keep him. If everybody is now asking people to release him, yet you are still doing strong head. You don't want. Anyway, I noticed that my comments refuse to pump up here, and people have so many comments that is not here. So many of them. Diana. Okay, I can see many comments now. I see many comments. Diana said, anyone claiming that he is probably Nigerian as at day must be a criminal. That is a part of the corruption entity in the country. Hypocrites everywhere in Nigeria because of their selfishness. Allo Zembro said, Imo Airport was built with contributed funds. You see, but there's a way to do that. Oh my God, shoe ndị na-achụ nama, but that is true now. But he very big fool. Obieze, I think this is the first time I've seen your comment. This is the first time you comment on our program. You said checkpoint in Biafran land is every poll. Is very shameful. Very shameful, my dear. So I can see the comment. Chineye MC, I see you. OC, I see you. Richard, and who again? Oh, and Palace, of course. So Elijah commented. Elijah, you just send love and Israeli flag. Okay, so let's go back to the program. Because we are not going to waste much time. We are almost 1 hour in the program, so which is something that I did not expect at this hour, because we're supposed to have other things to bring, but I don't want it to be more than 1 hour. I don't want it to be more than 1 hour. So we have seen what these people are doing in Aba. Let me share this. I don't know if Biafran government in Nigeria have seen if Biafran government have seen this video. I don't know. This video they said Aba is hot. You can see both jets in Aba. They are now bringing the intimidation to show their scale, and all this thing is to provoke the Biafran Liberation Army to engage them, face to face, which Biafran government have vowed not to use because of our people in our region. Because the best way they have designed to follow them, according to what PM said, is guerrilla warfare, and that's what they're using. So when you see them moving like this, does not mean that they have conquered and have taken over. So all of us need to take it, quietly to avoid any issue. And another video is this one. Let me see before I play it. Okay, this is still in Aba. Okay, as you can see here, they are here beating somebody up. You can see the guy is running. You see, in the same Aba, people are going through challenges, or because of military presence, and Otulibu have given them order. You understand, to do as they like what they did in Okoma, in Aba. So we are going to see that the end depends. And there's something that Shawara said. Shawara is like, sometimes he will say something reasonable. Sometimes he will be saying a different thing that you will say, wow, does this guy actually say this, or he mistakenly, mentioned that? What he said is, to me, is interesting. Shawara said this, instead of grandstanding official bars should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu immediately. The truth is that you cannot use military force to create false unity, to cow Biafrans. It is sheer foolishness to think that this would ever work. That is what Shawara is telling the Nigerian government. And you can see here, Tinubu's statement on killing of soldiers in Aba by IPOB Ndobumada, politicians. All those things is just a way of, calling a dog a bad name for you to buy that dog. That's what they're trying to do here. A way of making sure you call a dog a bad name in order to buy that dog. And let's hear what this man said, because PM said here, the Afonja descendant, obsessed Simon Ekpa, is now speaking in a low voice. Unlike before, he was ranting how they must do everything to stop meditated. And today, he is no longer the issue.
Nnamdi Kanu's desire. The Igbo man loves to open his container on a Monday morning. That is the day that you have said that they must sit at home and say.
So you want what Igbo man wants, eh? Igbo man want to open their business, their container on Monday morning. Is that the only thing that Igbo man wants, to open their container? Igbo man also want to be president of Nigeria. How about that? Igbo man want to be vice president. Igbo man want to have seaport in our region. Igbo man want to have our own police, control our borders. Igbo man want to make sure that we know the activities of those who live in our land. How about, why don't you start on that? Igbo man wants international seaport. Igbo man wants international airport. Igbo man want to have presence of embassies in our land. Igbo man want to see federal government development presence in our land. How about that? This is what you couldn't even discuss. They have not done it for more than 50 years. And now the only thing they want to tell us that Igbo man wants is to open their container after paying
Do nothing. So
what kind of nonsense is this?
They have no choice but to divert those containers elsewhere. Governors will tell us that sit at home has been defeated, but we all know that this is not true. Nnamdi Kanu came out to say, look, I have cancelled all forms of sit at home. But we still see people enforcing sit at home on Mondays. Some people are saying it is IPOB, but I don't think it's fair to blame anyone at this point. There is a fugitive who is based in Finland, Simon Ekpa, who disagrees with Nnamdi Kanu's desire to put an end to sit at home. He has been telling people to enforce him from his base in Finland, where he calls himself Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile.
He called himself.
In this instance, Simon Ekpa demanded that there should be sit at home from the 29th to the 31st of June.
This man is the obedient follower of PM. To be honest with you, he even know that these 3 days was mapped out for. I love it that you have just proved to us that you are obedient follower. You are not just a follower, obedient follower. That's why you know every decision made by Biafran government in exile, which is very, very good.
He was not in agreement with IPOP, which issued a statement through a spokesman, asking people to sit at home.
Please, for your information, Igbo people, we bear name with our ancestral name, like our son name. Anybody that mention Emma Powerful is not, no Igbo man use powerful as a son name. Emma is a baptismal name, it's not an Igbo name. So, people like Simon Ekpa Njoko, this is his real name. So, how can you say that Biafran have a spokesman that we that are Biafran don't even recognize those who are speaking for us? You know what the spokesman means? Somebody that is your mouthpiece, that he's the one talking for you on your behalf. But we that are Biafran, we don't know his face, we don't know even his name. And you are here. Anyway, let me not further it because you guys may misunderstand it. I don't want to bring ethnicity on this. You are just sitting here trying to act as if you don't know what is going on. You're the spokesman through Imapoafo. What is it? What is the meaning of it? What is the meaning of Imapoafo? What is his name? What is his name? Emeka Gift. His gift. I mean, what is Igbo name in his name? These are people that you guys recruited, and they will be first to tell you, yeah, recruited agent.
On May 30, to celebrate Biafran heroes lost during the 3-year civil war against Nigeria. Of course, the civil war is an emotive issue with many people from the Southeast. So the sit at home was not just enforced, was largely carried out, was largely successful on May 30 across the states of the Southeast. Now, Peter Obi came out strongly. He said, I am saddened by the attack on our fellow soldiers.
Okay. I think I would have loved to say something about this, but I am receiving an emergency call. So guys, I will be back again. We are going to continue on our second broadcast. We are going to have another broadcast. Please just bear with us. Before you go, please like the video, comment, and tell us what you think about all we have discussed so far. After all, we have spent this in the program, so we need to actually round it up by this hour. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you again on the next one. Bye bye for now. Thank you, guys.